walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The boot's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Looking for a man, it's Barnes. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's House. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space with great tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Dropping back, it's Barnes. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on." There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Walker. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
To fire on second down. Touchdown Wolverines! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give to the tailback. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Dropping back, it's Barnes. Finds his back in the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Finds his man. It's House. Oh, what a cut! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Punts it out of the air. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously, trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Barnes. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Georgia! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back on the option. The give. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that in the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
They'll go hurry up here. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Quick completion on the out route. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. quarterback adapting. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Barnes. Caught in the backfield, it's House. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
To the air on second down. Finds a man on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going for it. We're going to put 6 on the board, time ticking down, maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put their hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half, an extra point away from a 7-point lead.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Now on first down from the 28. to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Working the middle. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got a step and just dusted the field. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel. The fine instrument. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. After all that, it winds up even better than they could have imagined as they get the 2-pointer. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walker. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks.
Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pushes ahead. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense had.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Handoff to the single running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Walker. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got him downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need...
Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. It's a draw. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Still on his feet at the 45. Discards him with a stiff arm. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
To the air, it's Barnes. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll try to take it back. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. From the gun. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Michigan. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Now adjusting. Dumps it to the back. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Looking for the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air on first down. Back open in the middle. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown! with the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Caught over the middle. It's Walker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. Using the quick game. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
Man, just know, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
The Dogs inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line gets set. First down. The give to the back. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Barnes. Finds his man. It's Bush. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. A bit of a roll of the dice, betting that they could finish the game, and they almost certainly did with that completion.
And I love when coaches have confidence in their quarterbacks in big situations like that. With the game on the line, go out and execute, ice this game.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse,